Information functions as the absolute nerve center of management. Without a steady, accurate flow of data, the entire function of leadership ceases to exist. This chart highlights a specific inefficiency in modern leadership. Looking at the circular pie chart for time allocation on the right, managers currently spend the vast majority of their day simply hunting for reliable information sources. Organizations operate as sprawling webs of complexity, where internal departments collide with unpredictable external market forces. Without a reliable mechanism to capture and filter that constant noise, strategic leadership becomes impossible, leaving managers to react blindly to events rather than directing them. These three architectural pillars represent the governing laws of management. The central pillar, the vertical shape law, establishes the manager's position at the very top. On the right, personal relationship laws define the manager's active role, forging connections between isolated departments. These pillars represent the organization's structural integrity. When a leader's information is fragmented, they lose the visibility required to coordinate these parts, leaving the entire structure unstable. Solving this instability requires this systems approach. As shown in this diagram, it prioritizes a whole system view, evaluating the entire organism rather than fixating on narrow subgoals. This framework utilizes the scientific method, forcing leaders to evaluate multiple alternatives before committing to a path. This inverted funnel illustrates that process in action. It takes broad user needs at the top and filters them down through a rigorous evaluation until it forms a continuous feedback loop of data. This mental filter transforms overwhelming organizational noise into highly targeted, actionable goals. Transitioning to execution requires architecting an information system through 3 phases. Step 1 is IS planning, organizing the development effort. Step 2 is general design, developing alternatives to find the most suitable option. Finally, Step 3 is detailed design, where the specifics are constructed. This design process functions as a balancing act. The scale shows how the system's benefits must be weighed against costs, limitations, and external environmental factors. A successful design achieves an equilibrium. It delivers specific, high-value data without overwhelming the organization's budget or technical capacity. With the system in place, we distinguish general problem-solving from the precise nature of decision-making. As shown, decision-making is a specific subset at the core. This process moves from intelligence to design, then to choice, followed by implementation and monitoring. This system allows a manager to move away from the bounded knowledge of behavioral theory and toward the classical state shown on the right, defined by complete rationality and clear goals. Strategic decision-making functions as a calculated strike, reliant on the broad, automated campaign of information gathering that precedes it. This final grid outlines how a functional system immediately elevates managerial effectiveness through 4 key mechanisms. The system now handles routine, programmed decisions automatically, while establishing early warning signs for potential crises. Clerical and administrative procedures are streamlined, reducing the cognitive load on leadership. By resolving the data chaos, the leader shifts their focus from technical troubleshooting back to human relationships and organizational direction. With a reliable information flow, they are now equipped to steer the entire organization forward.